Are you crossing boundaries in your marriage, or do you know what a boundary is? The word boundaries took a quantum leap into our vocabularies back in 1992 when Henry Cloud and John Townsend published a book by the same name. Before then, most people, boundaries had much more to do with property lines than relationships. Hey, would you hit the subscribe button, so you don't miss any of our amazing content? I would love that. So now, years later, we hear the word boundaries, and we think along the lines of this definition from Wikipedia. Personal boundaries are guidelines, rules, or limits that a person creates to identify reasonable, safe, and permissible ways for other people to behave towards them and how they will respond when someone passes those limits. There's always been boundaries in marriage. We just didn't know how to define them. If one spouse wanted to change the other in the past, we often saw it as control. Today, we say that person is crossing a boundary. I think husbands and wives have almost always tried to change each other. Eve tried successfully to change Adam from a non-apple eater to an apple eater. I tried to change Nancy to fit the mold I had in my mind, the perfect wife. Instead of accepting her just like she was, I thought she needed to change. I thought my definition of her was better than hers. I crossed a boundary. You know, I see couples cross boundaries with their mates all the time. One spouse is trying to be helpful, and they work at changing their spouse. And 99% of the time, the spouse does not want to be changed. Nancy didn't. She wanted me to love her and to accept her right where she was. And she was right. I was wrong. Besides, there's only one person that I can change. That's me. So this is what I've learned from my boundary crossing experiences. Yes, I was crossing a boundary with Nancy, but in a much bigger sense, I was crossing a boundary with God. God created Nancy. He has a plan for her life. His plan for hers is perfect for her. It is his job to change her and mold her. It's not mine. My plan for her would never come anywhere close to matching his plan for her. The bottom line was this: I was getting in his way. My role is to love her, encourage her, come alongside her, and at the same time, let God do his work in her. That's a boundary I cannot cross again. So what about you? Are you crossing God's boundaries with your spouse? So if your answer is yes, why not back off? Let God do his work. I promise his plan is far better, the best ever. Somebody you know needs to see this and hear this. So would you share it with them now? Hey, thanks.